Today we're making homemade falafel, and it's basically made out of chickpeas, which is an extremely nutritious ingredient, so let me show you guys how I make it. I soaked my chickpeas overnight, so now in the morning I'm going to go ahead and blend them in my food processor until smooth, and then I'm going to add my onions, garlic, cilantro, and parsley, and blend until smooth once more. The result after your food processor should be a pretty fine texture, and then we're going to season with all of our seasonings. Now, since I didn't want to fry the whole batch today, I separated it into 3 sections and I froze the rest. And in the batch I'm making today, I added about a dash of baking soda as well as a tablespoon of water. I shaped it however I wanted to shape it. You can do whatever, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure it's not too dense and go ahead and fry it. Chickpeas are a pulse as well as beans, lentils, and dry peas, and they're an extremely affordable source of protein, also chock full of fiber, folate, and a bunch of other key ingredients as well, so you definitely can't go wrong with this recipe. Today we're making kanafa, and I'm so excited because it's one of my all-time favorites, and I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on it, so let's get started. We're going to begin by mixing together all of our ingredients into our bowl except for our water, and we're going to mix it together with our hands until it's a coarse texture. Then we're going to add in our water and knead it until it looks something like this. Then we're going to actually knead it for about 10 minutes or until it's as smooth as you can get it, and then we're going to let it rest for 15 minutes. Roll it out, and then we're going to add it to a large baking tray, and then I preheated my oven to 550, and then I turned it off, and then I let it bake in the oven for 30 minutes off of the residual heat, and then I pulsed it once it was cool out of the oven like so. And now here I am just mixing together our cheese mixture, and then I grabbed an 8-inch pan, I added our ghee, our kanafa dye, as well as 3 cups of our dough mixture, and I pressed it down as best as I could, and then I baked it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Then I took it out of the oven and I let it cool down for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I added a layer of ricotta cheese as well as our cheese mixture, and I baked at 350 for another 20 minutes. Once the cheese was beautifully melted, I went ahead and loosened up the sides a little bit. I flipped it and I drenched it in simple syrup, topped it with some pistachios, and you're done.